Okay, well, it says that we are live, so I
Woo!
guess we are live. Oh, that was loud. I'm just kind of waiting
Sorry.
to mute the damn stream because they don't let you mute streams anymore until you already
I know.
started. It's so stupid. Anyway,
So annoying.
welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're starting my first ever commission. Yay! This is for my friend who is obviously with me, Athena. This is for her kingdom that she made when she was much younger. She wrote a whole story about it, and she even started a D&D game for it. But we didn't really get that far in that one. Maybe this will encourage her to
We got
keep
like
going.
one freaking game in.
Maybe this will encourage her to get back into running that game. Anyway,
Maybe.
so what we're starting is actually called the Elven Kingdom. So I'm actually just going to copy this right away, put it right into. Oh, there's the sketch you sent me. Into the world. And we'll make that a little bit bigger. Shows you just how...
See my terrible map making skills.
not just yet. We'll put that at the top right there. It should sit... Okay, that looks good. Now, when she asked me to do this, she sent me a sketch. Well, she asked me what I... what I needed. And I said, well, you could give me, like, you know, a write-up on it or draw me a sketch. So she drew me a sketch. And one of the first things she sent back was, you make this look a lot easier than it is.
Yeah.
So here's her sketch that she said she sent me. We'll send her that.
Oh god.
So this is her world, and so this is what I have to try and emulate here. So
That's why I'm here. I have it with me on my wall.
I have not done a map. Yeah, a mop. I've never done a mop. A map that somebody else has thought of. They're always off the top of my head. So this is gonna be rather interesting. So
Awesome.
let me open up the sketch.
You
So
know
I can
I'm gonna
see
be
it.
happy with it regardless.
It's
Oh
not the
my god,
point.
this guy just drove up on the footpath. I'm sorry. I know, no real life talk, but this guy just drove up on the
So let's see. I can't really watch the chat, but no one's really watching anyway. So we're gonna try to
I
draw
almost
this.
just got run over.
That's cool. Not really, but
Nice guys, nice guys. Anyway.
yes. So I'm gonna add a layer here, and I never used the base layer. Start with we'll go with 15. So it's got a nice thick coastline. And the first thing we'll start with is this island that she has way up here on top.
The very top mysterious one.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna do a all copy.
When I first made the world, and I'm gonna have to change my whole story up again because I was like, oh my god, actually. When I first did it, I had the icy one. Oh, I keep forgetting what it's called. Sunset Isle. I had that as the topmost island, and then I realized, well, no, actually, when I originally made it, there was a reason I didn't have it all the way up.
So the first thing I'm doing is a kind of a the sketch layer type of thing you would do in any kind of art. And then I'll go back over it. Like, I don't like that at all. It didn't really work. Give me a bigger eraser. Where's my eraser? There it is.
So when I when I had the genius idea to remember, I guess that's a good idea, why the island, Sunset Isle, isn't the northmost island, I was like, shit, I had to replace it with something.
So it's just
So now there's an unknown island.
Okay, it really doesn't have this giant bump here, so let's get rid of this bump. And I'm doing this in red so that I can go over with black, and then it stands out a little more. So I just need to go like, there's a little kind of a bump where she drew it, so not a big bump. Okay, there's that island. It's obviously too big.
You can make it as windswept and neato as your other ones if you want. I just did a general blob shape because I can't.
Well, I'm trying to get it as close to what you drew as possible. So that's good.
Oh, don't draw the big one as a blob. I didn't intend it to be a blob.
Well, it's gonna be a blob because you drew it as that. So
you can give it, you know, the little bumpies. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not gonna make you. No coastline is as smooth as what you drew it. That's not gonna happen.
Thank you. That's what I
That's
meant. Like, please don't.
okay. So no, I can't.
I would die.
Let's move. Look at the map. I need more room over here. So, oh, jeez, are you kidding me? I did not draw on the wrong layer.
Oh no.
I drew on the layer because I copied and pasted your sketch, and then I drew on the layer that I pasted the sketch. Don't. Yep, I just did that. Oh, jeez. So it goes over like that. It's kind of like a spaceship. Got the little bump there. Come back, and then we'll bring it up and make an island that's like... Okay, there's a nice basic shape for the island. And once again, it's just too big. Starting off the island just makes it, for some reason, I keep wanting to go way too big on it. But that's okay. It's a good size island, so we're going to leave it like that. And now for the mainland, and it kind of... We're going to start at that point there, and we're going to go around the island, and then it has like a little bump there. We'll come around here. It goes out.
I'm listening to you, and I'm trying to think if I can imagine what you're doing, but I really can't. I'm just sitting here, like, nodding my head, like, yeah, absolutely, yeah, man, you do the little bump there, and, oh, yeah, the little bump there.
You don't even remember the map you drew. Jeez.
I have it in my hand, but I don't know what direction you went in.
I need to make this island even smaller, apparently, because now the more I'm looking at it, it's like...
That's an oof from me.
Okay, we're going to make that even smaller. There we go. And now we're going to... go around under the island. It's got some bumps. We're going to bring it around. It kind of bumps out, and she wants a curve in there.
Should I talk a little bit about things to do with...
If you want to, it goes up. Okay, so guys, this is just like a base color. I'm going to eventually go over and do a lot more detail. Okay, I need to get rid of... Let me move this out.
So, the whole reason behind the Sunset Isle not being at the northmost area is because they don't... Sorry, loud things. Frost elves, which are the ones that, you know, live in the place filled with a bunch of ice. They don't like... Well, there's two reasons. First of all, they don't like the dark elves and the drow elves, and that's, you know, they live up in the darkland. So having them right at the top, why would they be going through the top of the mainland, through the place where there's a ton of people they don't like? They don't like them because they're racist, by the way. They don't like them because they're stronger than them.
So where are they living at? So I got
the Frost Elves?
Yeah.
Or the Dark Elves? So the Frost Elves are in the other little island.
I don't see another island on your whole map here. Where is the other island?
There are two. There are two islands.
Oh, the Sunny Cove Island. This island over here. I almost completely missed it.
Sunset Cove, yeah.
Let's go at Sunset Cove. It's out over here somewhere, people.
I kept calling it Isle because that was my old name for it, but I liked Cove.
So it's got a cove in there, and it goes out, it goes this way, and it comes back around. Go ahead.
Sorry, I am trying my best to avoid the wind, but of course it is Christchurch, so... basically, so they obviously, they don't want to go through the people to invade, because they did, they invaded, that's why there was a...
Why is this so...
They don't want to go through and try to invade by going through the people who are, like, 2 times or 3 times stronger than them, like, it doesn't... And at the same time, it gives them more of an edge if they are on the side of the mountains. No one's going to expect an attack through the mountains.
Okay.
And because they are the Frost Elves, those mountains get so cold that most creatures could not possibly live on them, or climb on them, or even go near them, really. But the frost elves, basically immune. So it was kind of the perfect vantage point for them. Not to mention I have the high ground, Anakin.
Oh, jeez. Well, let's make that map that actually a little bit bigger now that I'm looking at it. So what's that a little bit this way?
So yeah, when I realized that in my story I put that stupid island all the way up the top, I was like, wait, no, it doesn't make.
Doesn't make sense, huh? Yeah, it wouldn't. Get that down.
It would totally ruin my entire story, and I don't know what I was thinking when I was writing. 13-year-old me was smarter than 18-year-old me, apparently.
I think that's something right. It doesn't. I don't like this side over here.
13-year-old me literally had their entire wall plan, like, structured. Like, every single part of that wall was written out and done. Don't know why I didn't save that.
It seems like. Let me get this out of the way here a bit down. This should be a little bit more down here.
I need to use that that website you said that you gave me a while ago, the World Anvil.
Yeah, World Anvil. Yeah, it's a good site.
It is really, really useful, and I'm just too lazy, so I keep not using it.
It takes some work. That is the problem with World Anvil. It really does, because there's just so much.
It's about as much work as any normal planning process. It's just that it's structured better, and so
oh yeah,
you've got more places to go between, and so it seems like a lot more, but it's better.
Yeah, because it gets you to do all those details that people don't tend to do enough of the details. So that kind of goes up.
And it's not like it gives you, like, you have to write 1,000 words. You just have to write like a couple sentences if you want, or even like just a couple words, just to say, you know, this is my plan. And it's especially good if you need to relay information to the players in your D&D game.
Yeah.
Back when I first did it, I think it was you had a choice between artist and author, and now they've added D&D.
Yeah, they've had campaigns. There's all kinds of stuff kind of got added onto it. It's really like
which is really cool because it definitely it's definitely better than just having artist and author.
Okay, I wanna.
Of course, I have not received any feedback, which is good.
You ever received what?
A message back.
From who? Oh, never mind.
My mother.
Yeah.
Triggering.
No, expected. But anyways, let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's take this way. It goes, kind of bumps out, curves in, out, in, and then out. Okay. I kind of like that better now that I got a little more room up there. I made it a little wider. This map over, this over here. I always think the desert that you put in there is a cutout on the island. It's not. It's just the only place you didn't really color in.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You're fine. It's just every time I look at the map, it messes with my head. So that's that bump out. So it's going to go kind of down. Cut in this here and then go around. And then it goes. Okay. I think it's good enough for an outline here. I'll send you a quick thing of it since you can't watch. Copy.
I can't log on to my bank at all. Yay! Nice. Obviously, you're going to add more Bundy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make it that smooth. I'm gonna get in there and do the outline. That's what I'm gonna do today. Is
Okay.
get that done. Um, what about the island sizes? I don't really like them compared to what you had drawn. I think that one is that one too big, or is the one too small? I think the one, I think they're a little both. Let's make that island a little bigger. Set it a little bit more like that. Okay. Now let's shrink this. Make sure I get all of it in there. This one I don't think is quite so big. There we go. But I think it's a little farther. There we go. And now I want to start doing the layer with the actual. So this here is the outline. Coasts.
Okay, I'm not sure why, but I can't log on to my bank at all, so I have to kind of guess how much money I have.
Oh, that's not good. It's never good.
Yeah, I tried on my on the website and on my app, and neither would work. I might have to restart my phone though. It might help.
Okay. Now on this cove, how big do you want that cove in? Like you put like a little tiny like inlet. Do you want like an actual like cove in there? You see, like on the map, you have it looks like a little mouth almost. That's not really a cove. Do you want like an actual like inlet, like a cove? Any idea there? I guess I'll just guess. Starting up here, I never do straight lines. They're always kind of bumpy. I don't like that though. Let's go like this. I know shoreline is that smooth. Come on. Give it a little bit more of a. And let's get this like a more cove. No, I don't like that. Oops, too big. Let's get in there so I can start exactly on that. Okay. I think we lost Athena at the moment, but that's okay. We'll just keep drawing. I think that looks a little bit more like a cove. I think that's a much better island. Now let's go try doing this one. Start here at the smoother spot. There we go. I'm gonna put a little port part there. There we go. And then there's that little bump, but I'm gonna kind of take it in like that. There we go. You know what? No, I don't like that. Start up here again. I'm going to put kind of a set of cove thing like in there. Bring this kind of down on that a little farther. Bring it up. Bring it down. And then I'm gonna something like that there. No, because there's like two on the same side. I don't know. I'm just gonna put one like right on here. There we go. There, this is looking a little better. I'm gonna bring this around here. And I'm gonna bring that cove like I was talking about. I'm gonna put it in here. Nope. I like the rest though, but I just want to get rid of that. I'm gonna put like an inland little cove thing. There. Now that I kind of like. Give that kind of a sharper feel to it. No, geez, that's a 15. Let's actually go around with something thinner. I want to try to thicken up all of these. No, that's not how I want to do it. I want to try it. Try to do the thicker lines on the bottom sides. Let's see if that'll give it kind of a better look, as if you're looking kind of more at that angle. So it'd be like still like that. Oh, I think Athena's back with us.
I am back.
Okay.
I heard you talking to me just as I had told you that I would be back because I was restarting my...
I actually did not hear you say that, but then again, you know that when I'm doing this
You
stuff.
said okay. You
Yeah.
responded. So
Yeah.
you silly thing. You asked me about the code thing and I said I was going to say yes, but then I realized, oh, I can't use push to talk on my phone.
Doesn't matter. I already went and did it. I did what I wanted. I'm trying another little thing too that I haven't done before, and that is making the bottom lines thicker, which gives it more of a look like you're looking more from the bottom up, I guess, instead of straight on. So I'm trying that out.
Fair enough. I can't say yes or no to it because I can't.
You can't see it because you're out walking instead of staying at home when I was doing your art, but that's okay.
Silencio. I just saw a guy try to push a door that's sliding.
That's pretty bad. Okay, that's...
Yeah, it was really funny.
So far, I've gotten the 2 islands done.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna start working on these. Now, this is the mountains. So that can be a little bit more like, definitely be more jagged than that. There we go. No, I'm gonna make it even more jagged than that. I'm gonna have this point come out. Like, kind of come in. Don't like that. I'm too picky to do this, I swear. Do this here, and then like have it. A lot sharper bumps because of that. Did I draw down there? I did. Get rid of that. And this goes into the Darklands. I don't even know what the heck the Darklands are supposed to be.
I wrote it on there.
Yeah, but what are they? Like, what's in there? Is it a forest or?
Then I wrote on there, it looked like, think of the elephant graveyard from The Lion.
Okay, I see it. Well, I'm not sitting there reading the whole map. I haven't memorized it. I don't like that. Just those too jagged. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so it comes like in like this. We got kind of a city right about there. So actually, I'm gonna put. Let's. Let's put a port like right there because there's a big city right there. So let's.
When I was doing it, I was going to use things in the SpongeBob movie as the example, and then I remembered that you don't watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, I definitely do not watch SpongeBob. Okay, and then this. This I don't guess it. Let's see if we can get this to. All right.
Yeah, it's basically barren. There are basically no trees or plant life or animal life. There's not a whole lot there.
So, in other words, you're gonna make it hard on me. I see.
They basically live in almost total darkness, and that's why, you know, they're kind of like those spiders that live in caves that can't see, because
We lost you, I think.
no, I'm here.
Because you said like spiders that live in caves that can't see because, and then you like cut out. So like it doesn't.
No, I said they're kind of like the spiders in the caves that can't see because they can't see.
Oh, because they can't see. You just said because they can't see. Okay.
Yeah, because they live in complete darkness. They don't need to be able to see.
I was just saying. Just the way you said
The
it to
dark
me.
elves basically can't see anything in the light. They can see perfectly fine in the darkness. Drow elves can see pretty well in the darkness, but can also kind of see in the light as well. So they don't, you know, to live in total darkness. They just prefer to.
Yeah.
The Drow elves' main source of food is the dark elves. It's pretty brutal.
That's pretty messed up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Now let me.
I just realised it still had my finger on the push talk button.
Yeah, that's nice.
I just totally zoned out. I was like, oh wow, I've got the button. Whoops.
Now, where are the rivers going? So we have a river coming out right here. Say it goes up. So it's going to be coming out about there.
I was drawing the path and the roads, and I was like, oh god, that's how he does his rivers. What do I do? So I got my highlighter out, and then I coloured everything else in.
So we're going to put that very much as inlet. And that is my dog in the background.
Hurrah!
That doesn't go.
When I get home, I'll jump on my actual headset.
Like I said, I'm pretty much going to just do like the outline and maybe a little bit more. I just want to stream for about an hour. Don't want to overdo anything ever when I do this.
Fair enough.
And I already did that with a much thicker line. Freaking 20. Okay, so we're going to do this with like a 25. Because I want to try doing that thicker line.
Welcome to Pew News. BuzzFeed did an oopsie. Tana Mojo did an oopsie. Finn did an oopsie.
Oh, jeez, don't get into that weird YouTube stuff.
I was just making a joke about you doing an oopsie.
I'm going to do that a lot. I've like recorrected this stuff like 100 times already. Reasons I use digital and not pen and paper is this right here. I'd erase.
Yeah.
There would be paper left by the time I was done. It would just be like white out or something. Like.
I can just see you like having a whole roll of masking tape. Every time you accidentally rip a hole in the paper to erase it, you put a new layer of masking tape on, and eventually it's not even paper. It's just.
It would be like that. Yes, I do have to correct myself a lot when I'm doing this stuff. I just do something like, nope, don't like that. Okay, no, I don't like that. See, like that. Why do I keep
You said, see, like that, and I was like, no, I don't see.
Well, I just said, no, I just reset it again. So.
Ah.
I'm trying to make the line thicker, and I accidentally, like, went away from the line, so it was like a gap. I was like, nope, don't like that.
Nice.
Okay, I'm on the right. Need to cut this away a little bit. There we go. That don't matter because I'm going to be cutting it away for the river. Oh my god, I just cannot seem to grab the stupid slide bar. I keep drawing just above it. There we go. this here is pretty much where that thick line there stops. Did that again, made a gap. Gotta do that. There, now that bottom has a little bit thicker, so put that kind of like there. No, I need to. Any line that you would see a little bit thicker. I'm gonna try to. Cause I just got rid of the. Probably see not all of this bumpy line, but at least part of it is thicker.
How's it going?
It's okay.
That's good.
So get rid of that out of the way, center it. So I want to go thicker here too. There we go. Let's make that a little thicker. There we go. I don't think it makes a huge difference actually, but it's interesting. Now putting the map on. Flare. Add again, and this is going to be.
I just got home, so I'll be back as soon as I'm on my lap.
Okay. I'm not gonna be this whole lot longer, but okay.
Oh, I'm not going to be a whole lot longer either.
Terrain. Now, keep it on the terrain one. Mountains. The mountains go from. I'm gonna sketch. It would be. Looks like it's about here. They come out, come back around, and then they end about here. Okay, so if that's the case, I want to take my mountains. I always do 7. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to put a different one out there. I'm going to start here. Go in, out, in, out, in. Try to do mountains down here. If it in there. And I'm going to have a separate one. That goes like right there. No. I do need another one there, but how do I want to do it? It doesn't quite go up to there is the problem. So it would be like So it's more like that. And then go. Do I like this? I got too many almost curved lines, but then again, mountains really shouldn't need. Okay, let's try this. It seems like the same thickness. That's what I don't like. Let's try this again. This is, we'll do this at a 10 since we did the outline so thick. So let's try that. Let's take this one here and have it go out. Make the lines jagged. No. This should add. I gotta go down to here, but you can always take this here and have it go like that. Then you can have this break off to this here. Something like that. Let's have this kind of like instantly jag back. I don't understand why I'm doing such curved lines. I don't want this to kind of like go out, go in, out, out, over there, and then back. And this should be more like that. And then from there, because it doesn't go quite to the, it goes to there. So let's take this one here. Have it come back like that. Now I should take like a 5. Oh, actually go back to 10. Because I don't really like this. So if it went like that, it would go like this. Like that. Five. So like half the. Like this goes this way here. I should go off. No, I should go steep down over. Alright. Start taking the mountains down. There we go. Do the same up here. This should. Okay, I can't really have that there. Let's pull that back a bit. Because this should come off of here. There we go. This big steep, and then it comes out. Extra peaks there. You can actually go all the way up and have a lot of extra peaks around. Okay. Oh, let's not forget that one. Try to get these right at that edge. I don't know why, but it bothers me if they're not. Okay. Go out. And some of these you can make steeper. There we go. kind of like make the end ones a little bit less. This one here should be this way. No, this is gonna go this way. Right at the edge. Let's give this one another peek. No, it's not quite another peek. Let's. Hello, welcome back.
My laptop did a complete restart while I was gone, so that's good.
It's always good. It is. You went, she's gone. I can rest. Yay! Shut off. Let's drag that a little bit.
Looking?
I don't know. Why don't you get and look at the stream and you can tell.
Fine.
Okay, let's try that again. I'm not trying to make it. Go back to 5 on there. There we go.
So far, I see cracks. Or mountains.
Aren't they cool mountains?
I can't tell because they are zoomed in.
Oh, they're cool mountains. Just take my word for it. That's all you need to know.
Just gotta take your word for that one.
Mm-hmm. I'll zoom out in a minute. There.
Awesome, and then I will see it a full minute later.
Well, let me know when you see it. I'm zooming back in.
Will do.
Because I need to...
You're doing the Stephen 4 thing with mountains, right?
No, I'm doing 10-5 because your coastal lines are thicker. So I need to go a little bit thicker with the mountains. But they're 10-5s.
Yeah, so you upped one by 1 and another by 3?
Yep.
Because that's how values work.
Yep. If you don't like it, draw it yourself. No, I mean, no, I can change it.
No, I'm paying you for it.
I was joking.
Awkward laughter.
Let's see now. What did you see?
But from what I did see for like 2 seconds, looked good.
Jeez, I left it up there for a whole 30.
That little preview thing, in the top right, I like the shape that you've given it.
Well, here, I'll zoom back out. I'll count to like 20 and just leave it there for you to see. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. I got sitting here going cold. I'm just going to leave it up there for everybody to see.
Yeah, just take that deep breath and relax.
Okay, now I'm zooming back in. That should be good enough for you to see. Ah, this line. That is not an appropriate line. That's like double lines. Go back to 10.
Oh yeah, that does. That looks good. I will say that you need to make the lines of the mountains a little thicker. Not not the top bits of the mountains, a little by like 1 or 2.
They're supposed to be thinner.
I know they're supposed to be thinner, but the contrast is insane. We already talked about that.
It's supposed to be insane. Fine, I'll go over and redo all. Oops, all those lines.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can just go over them, like later or something when you're touching things up.
No, I gotta go over them now and thicken them. It's not how it works.
Gosh, putting in so much effort. I appreciate it.
You better, jeez.
I like how sinister that island looks. The cove.
Well, yeah, you just made like a little like indent. I'm like, that's not a cove. I'm like, let me put an actual cove on here for.
Because I was only doing like a little quick blob.
Well, I didn't know if that's blob thing is how you wanted it to look, or if that was intentional for some reason. I'm like, no, that's not a cove. I'm making a cove. That's what I was asking you about. And then you disappeared on me.
I asked my questions, but then yeah, I was like, AFK, I'm gonna restart your phone. And you were like, okay. And then like 2 seconds later, oh, by the way, and I was like, oh, I've already hit restart.
I'm just redoing all the lines. You want them thicker? I'm just. How far can I back up on this thing? Because tracing sucks. Let me just. Okay, and I'll go through and I'll do those with a 5. Before I do that though, I'm going to erase the parts that I erased. Oh my god, why is this eraser keep changing size? And zigzag them some more. And that one like that, I believe. Okay. Now I'll do those. So that was a 5. I'll do them as, what, a 6?
Yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 thicker. I can't see obviously right now, but.
Well, this is a 6. Let me do some of these. So this should be. Keep not grabbing the right edge. There we go. Take this down. Peek that. Do some of these, and I'm going to zoom out. Apparently someone's killing my kid. Take this from down here.
I like how you're like, it sounds like someone's killing my kid in such a nonchalant way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what do you think of those lines? I don't like the look of them. I'm redoing them, but the size-wise.
I think they look better.
You haven't even, it hasn't even caught up on the screen.
It has actually.
Not on mine. It just did. So I'm gonna go 10 there. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a coast thing there. Now go to a 6. It's the 6 I was doing. Because then I can go like. These are supposed to go off this way. And I start these usually with like smaller ones because the mountain's kind of picking up. I don't want to just look like scribbly lines. I want to actually kind of look like mountains. Oh, I think I deleted this last time too because it was too big. Don't like that. Should I go that way, or do I should probably go this way? There we go. Well, there's these bigger gaps here. I want to definitely remove a bigger line. Well, let's actually erase that a bit. Go back to 10. Sorry, 10. Very steep there. Steep there. Have that disappear behind the mountain. I'll give this one another peek. Let's try to go with something flat there, but it didn't really do what I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, how does that look?
Give it a
I
moment.
don't like that right there. I can already see it from a distance. I don't like that.
Send me a screenshot, maybe?
I can do that. But I don't like that right there. That's not good.
That first one, that first mountain range looks really nice, and I like. That one right next to it, is least like. It's not bad, but it's like, it's
Get picky over there.
It's just, it's too consistent with the other mountain. Like, it looks kind of like you've just copy-pasted it, but you obviously haven't, because there are other bits that are different. But it just slightly looks kind of like you copied the first one that you did and then pasted it right next to it.
Well, I didn't. We'll see.
I'm just saying, like, it follows the same pattern, kind of.
No, I don't know how to. How should I fix that? I can erase a little more, I guess. And then I can. Take it to like there and then bring it back. And then go to 6. Try to. Yeah, I really don't like that. something to do with this right here. So let me get rid of that. Yeah, that doesn't look stupid at all. How can I make this work?
Learning.
What's that?
You're learning.
Well, it looked better before I started messing with it.
Oh, you did your noodle.
Yeah, it just was a really, really long stretch. And usually I don't have an issue with like fixing those long, like too long of a stretch. But for some reason, it messed up. So now I think that may actually just work. It should be a long, tall one. This one here can go like that. And there. It's still kind of a different looking area. It's very kind of clumped up, but there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. And you didn't like that mountain range at all. But there's gotta be something else right there, so I'm gonna have this kind of like...
By that mountain range, I just didn't like give it a little more variety because it was following the exact same trend as the other.
How was that? Gotta fix my chair. It has gone to the floor again.
Mine started doing that.
Oh, it's really annoying. It's hurting my legs. So get in there with a 6 and start.
Yeah, see, that looks significantly less consistent, and that's good. Because, I mean, obviously nature isn't perfectly consistent.
Yes, it is. Jeez.
I forgot what I named the mountain range, which is really annoying because I remember having a really cool name for it. I just don't remember what that name is.
If you remember it, we'll have to put the name on here. Definitely don't like these long. There's 2 long stretches right there. So let's fix that issue. Go back to a 10. So that I can get about this. Let's try that again. No, that's horrible. Is there cut back, bring it in, and then no, that's a bend. That's better. Okay. That's in there. There, that's not too bad. This one here. Make that pretty big. Guys, look at this, come right off the edge there. Okay. Yeah, mountains don't like bow out. Come on. Put that behind that. It's kind of a neat look, I think. Stop right in there for a second. There we go. And then take this down right to the edge there. Don't really like that too much, but not much I can do with how that is. Can kinda go right there. You can go like that, and like that, and like that. I can.
You have been streaming for well over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe how quickly that went by.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how long it takes to draw these. That's why they cost so much. Because it takes a lot of time and patience to do something like this. Well, what do you think of that?
Just send me a screenshot. It's easier than waiting for the thing.
You're just not watching, are you? You're off doing your own thing, and you're not even watching me draw this.
I was actually.
Paste. There you go.
That looks really good. Oh, I do like the... Actually, I only just realized the lines on the bottom. That actually makes it look really good.
Here's a close-up.
It gives it a bit of depth.
Yeah, the thicker lines. Oh, it doesn't do a lot, but it does something.
Yeah, and those mountains look significantly better.
You can see it best here. I'll show you. I'll zoom in a little bit more on this island.
Yeah, I really like those lines that you did at the bottom. That looks really good. It's subtle, but it really lends some depth into the...
Yeah, you see it more on the island.
See, I like the more subtle ones better. It still looks good. I'm not saying erase that or anything because I still like that. Actually, I think the only reason it's less subtle is because it's a
zoomed
smaller
in.
thing, and yeah. Looks really good. I like it.
Like if I zoomed on any of these lines, they'd be a little bit like that.
Yeah, that looks great.
And now that's the first area. Then I gotta do.
Love how evil. It kind of looks like a skull. The one. They kind of look like hands.
Zooming in, I need to get. So
Um,
the darkness. Let me
Go ahead.
go to like a 25. Okay, the area that she has as the darkness will come down here, cuts up, goes around, ends up coming to there. And then from about here. No, I'm in the. I'm
So yeah, you might have noticed that a whole lot of this mainland is a lot of forest.
yeah, yep. It's an elven thing, so I wasn't
There's
really.
the oak forest blending into the spruce forest, and then there's the mix of grasslands and small forests.
And that comes down. That was gonna come out to about here probably. It's gonna come up around to about there. No, it comes up to about there. Hard to see.
Yeah. I made it specifically so that the only connection the Darklands had to the rest of the mainland was Groll, which is the place where all the goblins live. You know, the one place where they're trying really hard to make themselves look better so that they don't get wiped out, but then, you know, tons of goblin attacks. They're doing their best, man. They're doing their best.
That's what goblins do. And then there's a.
Every time I imagine the mayor of Groll, I just imagine a little goblin in a business suit, and he's got like a little you know, that side swept receding hairline kind of hair, and he looks kind of like your classic Phoenix Wright lawyer kind of guy, and he's just like, no, please, we're doing our best, we're becoming civilized. Look at me, I'm a lawyer.
Okay, that can't be. Okay, so if that river is like there. Okay, there's the river, there's a bunch of grassland, and then there is a little bit of space, and there's a desert. The desert has to come about here. And then come in like there. So that's the desert. And then you have about a grassland, so that goes over about here. No, not even. Because it would come up, and then it would go over and touch there. Then you have this forest, which is just kind of massive, so that wouldn't go. That'd be more like in there. Trying to like do these rough outlines of about where these areas would be, so I know about how far. And then you have this forest. It goes up into there, over to there, down to here. So it goes to about here. That's no, because the river goes there. Yeah, so about. Gotta get this out of the way now again. Okay. So that forest comes down, goes up. Actually, more like go around like this. And then there's two forests. Because that will go up in there, and that would come down to like here. And that would put the oak forest there. The spruce forest there. Grasslands, darklands. Okay. So that'd be DARK. Let me pop up the thing I have over here so I can see a little better.
Oh, you're just doing the little area things?
Yeah. And then, so if that's the Darklands, what is this? Is just plains.
Yep, there's two sets of planes.
And then this is the oak. This here is the spruce. Forest. This here would then be plains. This here is Um. Plains plus forest. This here is desert. Okay, so I have that worked out about where I need to put these things. So looking at this, just going over this geographically, although I know this is a fantasy world, still, your wind must be coming in this way, like that. But then that would put, because that goes up to the shore. There's nothing really over here. I actually need to put some more mountains, like right here, like a little thing of it. Your desert doesn't really fit. Why would there be a desert there?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a storyline reason for a desert to be where it shouldn't be. Okay.
I can't say why, but it sure does fit there.
And okay, let me get
Not by natural purposes, and that's why no one likes the people in the desert.
and this is where your crack is going to be. Right there, because you said you have a big crack in ground. It's right there. It's just above where the river would be going right here. And the river goes up through this. And it goes this way and then this way. The two. And then it kind of splits off into an oasis right here. And that is the only river and lake or anything you have like that. There's no lakes or anything.
There are lakes, it's just that they're kind of hidden. And so I didn't really see it because they're not exactly in big clearings. They're, you know, very small.
Okay.
They, remember, you've read it, they just got out of this huge drought.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Most of their lakes and stuff are literally puddles.
Here's your problem is you have no river or anything running through. So you would have... You have plains here. There should be something going through. You have two forests here. And there's no water going through them. Usually there's a water source feeding the lakes and stuff.
A lot of forests can use river water and seawater. So I would say a lot of the spruce forest is fine. I do see what you mean with the oak forest though. They do like water a whole lot.
So,
but you've also got rain.
There's usually still... It's not a rainforest. If it was, it'd be up against like the mountain right there. And then all that rain would be coming from hitting the mountain.
Hey, if you want to put a river in there, you do.
Well, it's your world. I'm just going over with you. Yes, it's a fantasy world. It doesn't have to actually legitimately be natural. It's just what I'm used to doing right now. Like everybody's like really on the whole everything has to look natural thing.
Unfortunately, they just went through this massive drought that completely fucked them over, and so a lot of the rivers are... The whole story is, back before that big drought, there were rivers that went from almost every single peak down to, like, the sea all the way onto the east. But because of this huge drought that lasted literally years, half the forests are dying. They can barely hold their own. The spruce forest is only okay because of all that seawater. And the oak forest is basically fucked. But then this big rain comes and they're like, oh, praise the fucking sun! Even though that's what caused their problems in the first place, but...
Okay, we'll turn off. Well, there's the start of your map.
So probably I wouldn't have the rivers and stuff in there until like a lot further in, and so I didn't see a reason to.
Well, that's fine. If that's what you want, I'm just going over talking it over with you. Okay, so this is your map for the day. I'm ending the stream here, and we will be back whenever I have time to keep working on this one. And thank you for coming and talking with me, and hopefully people enjoy this.
Hopefully.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.